Hey guys, welcome to Monday's home workout for this week. Okay, so let's get straight into our warm-up. So we're gonna grab a chair or a bench or couch or something to just stretch out our quads. So we're gonna go foot up, knee down, get that knee as close in towards the platform as possible, and then sit back into your heel, driving that hip forward, tucking that pelvis under, trying to take that arch out of your lower back so you feel the stretch right into that hip flexor and quad area. Accumulate 30 seconds to a minute on each side, really open up that hip. Once we've got both sides done, we're going to come up, we're going to grab our dumbbell, our kettlebell, our barbell, whatever we have available to us, even a plate, 2 feet together. We're going to tuck our chin into our chest. We're slowly and controlled going to bring that dumbbell, our kettlebell down towards our toes. As we inhale through the nose, we're going to exhale out. Try and relax all the muscles, let that weight pull us down. Big stretch through the calf, hamstring, lower back, glutes, shoulders, hold posterior chain. Deep breath in. As we exhale, relax, let the weight pull us down. Accumulate 30 seconds right down into the bottom of position. And then gently bringing ourselves back up to standing. Taking our weight as usual, feet shoulder width apart, toes very slightly pointed out to the side. We're going to drive those knees out over our toes. We're going to slide slowly down into the bottom of our squat, keeping the heels in contact with the floor, elbows inside our knees, as tall posture as we can maintain. We're gently pushing our knees out against inside our elbows inside their knees, pushing outwards, just open up that groins without letting the feet drift out to the side. Accumulate 30 seconds right down in the bottom of that squat. Once we've that completed, we're going to go on to our third mobility drill, which is just going to be a straightforward pec stretch. So we're going to go face down, chest down onto the floor, into our lion position, open up the front of the shoulders and the pecs. So right hand out and in line with my right shoulder, palm facing down, and then I'm going to use my left hand to push into the floor, rotate myself around, push that right shoulder down into the floor, 30 seconds on my right side, and then gently move it over, accumulate 30 seconds on my left side. Pushing that right hand down into the floor to open up my left shoulder, make sure the palm is facing down and it's in line with the shoulder at all times. So we don't want it way up here, we don't want it way in here, we want it out in line with the shoulder. Once we've got done then guys, let's go back into our couch stretch, accumulate 3 rounds as always on our mobility work. Okay, just to keep us nice and mobile. Today, we're just going to be doing just the Metcon. It is going to be kind of like a strength biased Metcon. Okay, so we're just really trying to test our strength endurance. Okay, so we don't need any weight whatsoever today. So we're going to be combining lower body and upper body strength and endurance. Okay, so we've got 4 minutes of work. We've got 30 seconds of rest at the end of our 4 minutes. And we're going to try and accumulate 5 rounds in total. On minute 1, we're going to do a wall sit. We're going to try and accumulate a full minute in a wall sit. If you need to break it up, do so, but you're going to accumulate as much time as possible in that wall sit in minute 1. Straight down into minute 2, you're going to do a push-up hold. So ideally, if at all possible, you're going to try and do this from the floor, from our hands, so it's not a plank, but a push-up hold. If you need to scale it, we'll go through that. You can go from like a small step or a small raised area. It'll make it a little bit easier for you if you really need to. Minute 3, we're going to do as many bodyweight squats as possible. And in minute 4, we're going to do as many push-ups as possible. And again, as usual, if you can't do full push-ups from the floor, we would rather go scaled area, raised height area, and get as many good reps done from a raised area as possible. Today we're going to be counting our score based on the amount of bodyweight squats we get done and the amount of push-ups we get done. If we would like to really challenge ourselves and go for RX Plus, what you're going to do is every round you're going to do your wall sit unbroken, you're going to do your push-up hold unbroken, and you're going to be doing full push-ups. So if you do all your wall sits unbroken, all your push-up holds unbroken, and all your push-ups from the ground, you can RX plus this workout today. Okay, so really straightforward, guys. So wall sit, what we're looking for is feet shoulder width apart, heels staying on the ground. Okay, head, shoulders, and lower back in contact with the floor. Hands should not be on the quads. They're either going to be crossed around across our shoulders, down by our sides, out in front, somewhere where they're not helping us. Okay, 90 degrees, so hips in line with the knees, heels are on the ground, knees are out, quads are engaged, glutes are engaged. Accumulate our first minute as long as we can in this position. Once our minute passes, we're going to go straight down into our push-up hold. So on our push-up hold, hands directly underneath our shoulders. Okay, pelvis tucked under, glutes engaged, core engaged, arms engaged. Keeping everything nice and tight, so core and arms are getting a good workout here in this position. Okay, notice how my hands aren't out here. Okay, if they are, then I'm going to be more likely to drop my hips and arch my lower back. Okay, so I want to replicate that push-up position. So core and glutes. Second minute, go as long as you can, try to accumulate the whole minute in this position if possible. Minute 3 then, we're going to come straight up onto our feet and we're going to go into our bodyweight squats. So as many bodyweight squats as possible within minute 3. Just do note at home, we see a lot of people and they're going like this on their squats. Okay, the main thing we're looking for here is quality. We've no weight today, so we're looking for good quality range of motion. We're looking for those hips to sink down below the crease of our knee and stand up fully at the top. So at the top, this is your finish position. Okay, not here. So we finish hips through, squeeze our glutes. So minute 3, we're accumulating as many reps as possible. Okay, if you're unsure on depth there, why not pull over some sort of small raised area that you can reference off, okay, like a small stool or step or something, and now at least every time we go down, we know if we're touching that platform, we're hitting good depth. Just an option there for you. So that's minute 3. Counting those reps on those squats. Straight into minute 4, we're going to go as many push-ups as possible. Okay, obviously if possible you're going to go full push-ups from the floor. Elbows in, body in a straight line. Obviously during a minute of push-ups there's going to be a point where you're going to have to rest, use a little bit of strategy, take a breather, go back into it, do another 1 or 2. Break it again, shake out the arms, go back into it. So over and back, in and out of it as needed. If we can't do full push-ups from the floor, minute 4 we're going to just do our push-ups from our raised area. So today's looking at the bench. So taking our hands under our shoulders again. Body in a straight line. Even if you're doing raised push-ups, there's going to become a point where you're going to need to stand up. Shake out the arms, give yourself 5 or 10 seconds, and then move back into that position and accumulate some more reps. You might have to come out again, shake out the arms, take a breather, and go back in again. So break it up as needed on the push-ups, probably the main movement where we're going to have to break it up because it requires a lot more strength. Okay, so count our squats, count our push-ups, try our 5 rounds. When we have our 4 minutes of work done, we're going to take a 30-second quick, short rest. Just enough to get a breather, and then we're back into the wall, back into our wall sit, starting a new round. So 4 minutes of work, 30 seconds rest, 5 rounds in total. Count your squats, count your push-ups. Really challenging, kind of more strength endurance today, guys. So heart rate mightn't be all that high, but muscles will be fatigued if we're working as hard as we can. See, can you get it done RX plus today?